Right, here we go. Then I can't put off this part of the show any longer, can I? Normally, I really look forward to having Lisa T on with Monday Motivation. Lisa's on every day with us this week, giving us tips, basically, to fire us up for the year ahead because so many people are feeling flat. This week, she's talked us through some breathing exercises that we can do to reduce stress, which basically made me sound a bit silly on the radio because I sat here heavy breathing for 30 seconds on Monday. That was scary for people who just switched on at that specific moment. And yesterday, she was talking us through the benefits of taking a cold shower. So basically, you take your normal shower at a normal temperature, and then for 30 seconds to a minute at the end, you have a blast of freezing cold water. Lisa, good morning.
Good morning, Lee. How are you today?
I'm all right, thank you. Not bad. I sat with the heating on for a bit last night, but otherwise, I'm absolutely fine. Just remind us, for those who weren't with us yesterday, of the benefits of this 30-second to a minute blast of a cold shower.
Yeah, okay. So basically, the cold and exposing ourselves to the cold, it increases our, the circulation in the body. It pumps the blood around the body a lot more effectively. It strengthens the immune system. It strengthens the cardiovascular system. And it increases our energy. It makes us feel more awake and energized. And the biggest benefit, really, that in my opinion, is for our mental health. So it's really great for people who struggle with panic attacks or anxiety, because what you're doing is you're kind of voluntarily exposing yourself to quite a stressful situation where your brain's saying, get out, get out. And in standing there and breathing through that cold and that stress exposure, you're training yourself to better deal with stressful events when they crop up, and you're taking the power back over your mind. So they're the main benefits. There are more.
All right, producer Matt's been doing this since March. You swear by it, don't you?
Yeah, I really do, because obviously I get up early in the morning, get up at 4 a.m. to come to work, but it really wakes me up before I have the drive to work, which really helps. But I have felt the health benefits of it. I think my skin feels better having done it. I don't know, it's just one of those things. You breathe your way through it. Once it gets really cold, you breathe your way through it, and it just levels you out for the day.
Well, I was going to say, never want to be outdone. I decided to give it a go myself. I didn't decide to give it a go myself. I was basically bullied into it by you two yesterday.
We're giving you the health benefits of it, man. Come on.
To be fair, I was very, very curious when Lisa mentioned all those health benefits yesterday. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to give this a go. Here's how I got on. I'm about to say a sentence that I never, ever thought would pass my lips. Genuinely. Welcome to Lee Blakeman at breakfast from my bathroom. I can't believe I've just said that. But if ever, in future, anybody ever questions my commitment to the cause, I want them to remember this moment, recording as I'm about to take an ice-cold shower, mainly because Lisa T said on this morning's show, it's really, really good for your well-being. So I've just had a warm shower. I'm psyching myself up now, because what Lisa said was, I need to keep it on freezing cold for the next 30 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in, the water's still warm, I'm going to turn the dial, the notch thing, and I'm sure you'll be able to work out when the cold water starts coming through. I'm going to rest my phone here on the sink so that it doesn't get written off or broken or anything. This better work, honestly. I'm on edge, I'm on pins. Right, so in we go. The water is very warm. Now I'm just going to turn this dial here, and it should change the water to cold. Here we go. Oh my word. Oh my. Remember this morning? I don't know why my voice has gone so high. Remember this morning on the show when I said people try and get across Staffordshire and Chester will be making a noise. Oh my word. Oh my word. That's all I can say, because if I say anything else, I'll say something naughty. Now I've got used to it. Oh, dear me. That's got to be about 30 seconds. Oh, it's terrible. It's awful. Oh, that's it. Oh, dear me. That came as a bit of a shock. However, the actual result, it actually works. It gives you a proper boost. It makes you feel properly physically and mentally cleansed. As you could tell there when I went, It does give you a shock at first, but I can testify that actually works. So can I say to both of you, well done, you were both right. I should have believed you all along. It was an experience, but that's something I'm going to try more often, I think.
Yeah, 10 more months of that, mate.
10 months.
Yeah, get involved with that, and then by the end of the 10 months, you're ready for the ice baths then.
Right, okay. I may have spoken too soon. What's today's tip, Lisa?
Well done, Lee. That's brilliant. Though I didn't know if you would do it. If I'm honest, I'm really pleased that you did. So well done.
I never back out of a challenge. Me, that's Stuart George at Music Mastermind yesterday, and a cold shower in the same day. I'm well proud of myself.
Okay, so today's tip, I'm going to talk about the most effective way to set and achieve goals for 2022. So this is something that a lot of us are doing at the moment. And according to research, around 60% of us will make New Year's resolutions, but only 8% of us will be successful in achieving them. Mm-hmm. And this is because we often don't approach them in the right way. So one of the biggest issues that we can have with making big plans and big goals for the new year is that we completely overwhelm ourselves with unrealistic expectations. And then we end up quitting too soon, and we feel ashamed and, worse than we did to start with, and we can be quite down on ourselves. So when you actually understand why this happens, because of the way the brain works, it's not actually our fault that we do this. It's because we're trying to do too much at once with our brain. So let me just explain. On average, 70% of our daily thoughts are identical to those that we have the day before. And 40% of our behaviour is repeated purely out of habit. So that's why habits are really hard to break and hard to create, because our brain is having very similar thoughts each day and creating very similar behaviours. So if we're saying, right, I'm going to quit smoking, quit drinking and go to the gym 5 times a week, it's almost impossible for our poor brain to get on board with all that change all at once. So my tip today is to try and make your goals realistic and achievable by, instead of setting 3 or 5 really big goals to start now all at once, try and start 1 for a couple of months first, because it takes 66 days to create a new habit. Wow. So start 1 goal for a couple of months, and then when you've embedded that new habit into your life after 66 days, then take on goal number 2, and so on. And this way, your brain will be able to cope better, because we're giving it time to build in that habit before taking on the next one.
So if you're sitting there this morning and you're thinking of packing in the fags and starting up a new gym membership, maybe just leave the fags thing and just concentrate on the gym for the next few weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Just rather than doing all at once and overwhelming yourself, just focus on one, and then when you've got that cracked, focus on the next, rather than taking it all on and completely crashing.
Oh, honestly, Lisa, it's been great fun this week. Another good tip. Thank you ever so much. Thank you. Anyway, given that cold shower experience yesterday. Honestly, no, that was a great laugh. Thank you so much. All the best for 2022. We'll speak again soon.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Cheers. Lisa T with Monday Motivation on a Wednesday. So good with the tips, isn't she, Lisa T? Right, to the roads we go, where we're still looking at problems.